Chapter 18, Example 3. What sample size does it take to estimate the outcome of an election with a margin of error of 3%? Since we're finding a sample size, we don't worry about checking the conditions. We need the sample size to check the conditions. Since we don't know what percentage we expect to vote for which way in the election, we're going to pick 0.05. So probability equals 0.05. That gives us the largest amount of variation we can have. So our P and Q are both 0.5. So we do 0.03, and we're picking 1.96 because we weren't told a confidence interval, so 95 is pretty much standard. So we do the Z star for 95%. So 0.03 equals 1.96 square root of 0.5 times 0.5 over n. Again, that 0.5 is the biggest possible variation we could have, so if we don't know a probability, we go with that. So now we divide by our Z star, so we get 0.03 over 1.96, which equals the square root of 0.25 over n. I went ahead and multiplied them earlier this time. So this gives us 0.0153, which equals the square root of 0.25 over n. Just an algebra problem. Now we're going to square both sides. So I get 0.0153 squared, which equals 0.25 over n. Multiply that n to the other side. So we're going to get 0.000234 n, which equals 0.25. Now we've got to get the n alone, so divide. So I'm going to have n equals 0.25 divided by 0.000234. And this comes out to be a sample size of about 1,068.38. This is why you see a lot of times like Gallup polls and everything, so they surveyed 1,050, 1,100 people. That's all you really need. We would need a sample of 1,069 voters to estimate the outcome of an election with a margin of error of 3% and 95% confidence.